It's a lot much better now. You should see it late at night under the blessing of the bright street light. It will blow your mind. See changes everywhere. Oshodi don't better. Don't need Kayemaja. Whether you're a guest or an indigent, a foreigner or even a citizen, one thing is sure, there's no party like the Lagos driving. But still, baby, hold up now, bumper to bumper. Go back under the sun inside. Let go away. Baby, hold up now, bumper to bumper. Go back under the sun inside. Eko le daru, o daru ti o. Eko le bàjẹ́, o bàjẹ́ ti o. Eko foso, eko foso.
Good morning, it's the Lagos Breakfast Show, and it's our pleasure to have you with us this morning. We've had a wonderful night, I'm sure you have at your end. We have at this end as well, and we are set to serve you this very scintillating, and I'll call it a day starter really, and it's just what you need for a wonderful day. Welcome to the show. My name is Kemi Ikotsun Adekusibe, and with me on the program I have my dearest ones. Every morning we spend about 1 hour, doing this, and we enjoy it, especially with we normally have it out, but don't worry. Here we have Femi Taiwo.
Yeah, good morning viewers at home.
And of course Kafayat, I call her my scintillating Hajia.
Thanks for joining us on the program. Good morning Lagos, good morning Nigerians.
And Busi Baby, that's what we call her.
Oh gosh, good morning Nigerians, good morning everybody at home. I'm so happy to be on the show today.
You have something for us?
A lot.
Okay, good. Yes, and the papers do have a lot as well, and that's why we're going to take a look at the papers for now. After taking a look at the papers, we'll have our discussion segment, and don't forget that we also will be having Ajabo taking on someone you've always wanted to meet on the entertainment segment. All of this on the show, but the break we're taking now is to bring you the newspapers review. We'll be back. Welcome to this segment of the program. It's a newspaper headlines review segment, and it's a bright morning. We're glad to have you with us. My name again is Kemi Ikotsun Adekusibe, and with me on this segment of the program is a lady I call the dazzling Hajia.
And Kafayat Fabori, welcome and good morning.
Yes, we have 4 papers with us this morning, and they are bulky. That means they'll make for good reading for those of you who pick them up. The papers I have with me, the Vanguard and The Nation this morning, and she has
and I have with me the Guardian newspaper and the Punch newspaper.
Okay, the major headline, let's start off with the Vanguard. The major headline of the Vanguard this morning goes Ebola. Panic spreads, and it has a rider. Government sets up hotline for enquiries. Under it is America withdraws Peace Corps members from West Africa. Another one sharing the major page is another female suicide bomber kills 3 at Kano Poly. The bombers not Chibok girls, says federal government. And then talk to about the side. Gunmen kidnap senator's 90-year-old mother in Bayelsa. And something on politics, impeachment. Nasarawa lawmakers flee state capital, want panel reconstituted. You can get more on that story on page 8.
Actually, on the Ebola issue, we have the story making a major headline on the Guardian newspaper this morning. Anxiety over Ebola heightens worldwide, with the rider Nigerians seek foreign aid over disease. You can find that story on the front page, and it continues on page 2. Another story is 13 Fed killed in Yobe twin blast, with the rider 4th female suicide bomber slays 2 in Kano Poly. You can find that story on the front page, and it continues also on page 2.
Okay, now the nation. I'm going to start off with a picture which actually does take about half of the page, really, the front page, and it's showing the remains of a car that was bombed by suspected female bombers. And the headline accompanied reads, Boko Haram, 10-year-old girl on bombing trip held. Then right above it, back to politics, is National CJ under pressure to disband impeachment panel. And on politics, what is hot in politics? Osun 2014, panic as security agents show strength in Osun. Omishkori's survey result fake, they say. You can get that story on page 8 and 9.
And on the Punch newspaper, we have Nasarawa House. CJ set to clash over Almakura. You can find that story on page 2. Just on at the top right of the paper, you have unemployed Nigerian pilots turns office assistants and estate agents. That story can be found on pages 26 and 27 of the Punch newspaper. Just at the top corner of the Punch newspaper, we have the presidency gave girls parents 22.4 million naira. Chibok community. That story you will find on page 12 of the Punch newspaper.
Well, I think that's about all we'll take really concerning the headlines, but I can tell you there are many more stories, and the best thing you would do is to pick up the papers and read them. Don't be one of the free readers, okay? Don't join that association. Okay, so we'll take a break now.
All right.
Yeah, we'll return shortly, and then of course the program continues. Don't go away.
I love TV. I love TV more.
Taking control of the remote means being a little sneaky. Using the power of distraction.
Oh, yes.
Getting creative. Or just blending in. Why not do it the easy way and upgrade to a PVR decoder? So you can watch one channel and record another at the same time.
I'm watching mine now. You can record yours. Oh no, I am watching mine now.
DSTV's PVR decoder. So much more peace in the home. Well, in most homes.
Okay, now that's it for the newspaper review this morning, and a number of things actually I found interesting, really, especially the story of Osun election. You know, of course, initially we were all over the place. It's coming up, yes, it's coming on, like they say in Yoruba. It's coming. Then when it's
will it come?
It's done, and now it's time to review it. And some things actually leave a taste in the mouth. The Osun State election has left a sweet one. Let's take a look at all the issues that played out just before the election, and the election itself, and now the aftermath. An angle, if I may say it even from now, that I find very interesting again is the fact that the main contender, that's Senator Yellow Mishori,
Yes.
had gone ahead to congratulate and everybody said, oh, that's wonderful, that's good, that's great. And then all of a sudden, 360 degrees, he comes round to say he has issues with it. Well, let's first of all take a look at the build-up and how all of these may have had a play out on what eventually went on with the election.
You see, actually, when Ekiti election came and we got the results, it sent signal to APC that they needed to go back to the board and had their assignment right. That election, that result was a very, very serious one to APC. But this time around,
they couldn't afford to lose out.
They couldn't. But this time around, it's like they did well. They actually did their homework, and it gave them good results. They are happy. The Osho people are happy, and as we saw on the TV, you saw them dancing.
Osho people are happy. Well,
they are very happy.
Not the whole state people can't be happy, really, because those who are in their position are not likely to be happy.
Of course, yes, of course. We talk of majority. Anyway, majority of them, we saw it live on the TV.
What I feel exactly is that Omishori was trying to, like, make everything seem like, oh no, like the election is not so anything serious. Okay. But at the beginning, you know, he was trying to like get people at his own side. Because I really feel people being happy on TV is just what, like, majority of them are actually really happy because like Ogbeni have done a whole lot in National State. He has done a whole lot. So I think they are really, really happy to have him there again.
One of the things is that
and I think it's a play out of just what the people think about the governor. I mean, this man has done it for the past 4 years and he did it really good. You know, we could see so many things for it. Their education aspect,
road construction,
agriculture, all aspects. So, and then again, one interesting thing I found out about the election was during the campaign, because I actually watched the campaign and it was so interesting. You could see that this man was the people's man, you know.
A man of the people.
Yes, he was a man of the people. He communicated with the people in Yoruba language, you know, trying
dancing.
Dancing. He brought one musician on board and
Mishuri eating corn, and we also saw him eating popcorn as well. First of all, maize, then popcorn, and I think he even went on to ride on Okada, you know, trying to identify with the people at that level.
Actually, he was following the track he saw in Ekiti. But you know, that gave them a lot of lesson, and they felt this time around what happened in Ekiti might not happen in Osun. That's my feeling, because they've seen it's not new to them. It was new in Ekiti, but in Osun it was nothing.
Because you know, there was a time I actually wore a school uniform. Just to
be in line with the people and to, you know.
But one of the things is there is always the power of the incumbent, and so we shouldn't lose that out. You were saying, for example, that he had done well. Anybody in government at any point in time has access to the funds at the point in time of his tenure.
He did not work in Ekiti. In Kubensi,
but all the same, it's a bit easier to sort of hail the person in the sitting governor at any point in time. And so taking a look at maybe, the thing at the end of the day may still be as a result of the fact that he occupied the seat and he occupied it well to the satisfaction of the people. Maybe at the end of the day, that is why they voted for him. You know, the way they did. And I think we've done well enough, really. We just hope that when other elections are coming in, we comport ourselves in that good manner as well. We'll now take another break. However, that's it for this segment. You didn't drink your tea. I'm going to finish mine before.
Of course, I did.
Let me leave it.
You never like a tea. Anyway, so we'll take a break off this now, and we'll take on the entertainment segment with Emeka Ajebo. He has a guest I've always wanted to meet.
Even me.
Okay, we'll take that break now.
You people at Jumia.com, what have you done? You've stolen my husband. He doesn't have my time anymore. Always busy with his Jumia gadgets. And I don't even recognize him anymore.
Genuine products, cash and delivery everywhere in Nigeria. Jumia.com.ng.
This is a lifestyle segment, and I'll be your host. My name is Jebo. We have a comedian, one of the fastest rising comedians in Nigeria. This guy has toured the world. He has been far and wide. Of course, he came out of the AY platform, and today this guy stands out as an A-list comedian in Nigeria. He came from the northern part of Nigeria, and he came over to Lagos and took over the comedy scene. We're talking about no other than MC Shakara. Welcome to the show, MC Shakara.
Ajabo.
Shakara.
Lady speak English like this. it's not good.
This white and white is actually a coincidence. We didn't plan it.
No, it's not a coincidence. We were going to our fellowship after here. Showbin and paraffin.
Yes, usually at the fellowship.
But quickly, this is how you were telling people I came from the north. I came from the north, but I'm not from the north.
Yes, okay. That brings us to your introduction. So
Yes. This is Kenneth Agberia, aka MC Shakara, aka the comedy crystal general, aka don't reach 5 now.
You don't reach 5 now.
We're general for comedy, not in soldier. You know, so I go talk from one place, say MC Shakara, comedy general. When I go out for Joel Legba, they block me. Nula Barracks, and the story was touching. So every other title to be continued. Now from Delta State, you know, I'm from Delta State.
Really?
Boy, yeah.
So what's the connection to the north?
Now school now. Not saying this country. Where I don't know how jam be now, but in those days when they write jam, even if you get admission for Sokoto, they go give testimony for church.
Okay.
Even if you get admission for Libya, a graduate is a graduate.
A graduate is a graduate. A graduate is a graduate. Okay.
But even the course I went to read, nobody say I want you. I need a library and information science. I meant to be a librarian.
Okay, now you see that most comedians these days are very, very educated. So when you see them cracking you up with pidgin English, it's not as if they don't know how to speak English, but comedy thrives on pidgin English. So Shakara, I wanted you to tell us about you've just told us about your educational background, a little bit about tell us about your family background. Tell us about the comedy business. How can you describe the comedy business of now?
Now I think we are into the business now. You know, those days we were just doing comedy playfully, and we didn't know it was going to be this lucrative. And that's why you see a lot of people jumping into it now. Some people just wake up, I want to be a comedian.
They not name themselves.
Because they don't give an MC Paku Paku.
MC Bulu Bulu.
You know, somebody came to me and said his name is MC Monkey They Laugh. I thought you wonder how MC Monkey They Laugh go the MC your wedding. You know, especially these days that there's Ebola and you say your name is MC Monkey They Laugh and they say Ebola, this monkey they wholesome. We shake, you know, say the
another shake is
to wash hand after
hand sanitizer. Okay, talking about this Ebola, you know, this is something that is terrorizing the whole nation right now. We learned that recently a woman was quarantined and she ran away from the hospital at a bus to Enugu. Yes, now she has infected almost. They had to quarantine everybody in the bus and people that she had contact with. How are you protecting yourself from this Ebola?
Well, I've been I curtail my movements, you know. Those unnecessary movements for now I have to stop, you know. I am indoors most time, except I'm going for a job. I go straight to the job, from my car to the microphone, from the microphone back to my car for now. You know, and always wash hand according to how they talk. You know, you know, it's good.
What about this? You know, men shake too much.
Yeah.
How do you shake? Bluetooth shake.
Now chop no kuna. But I think jokes apart, this stigmatization of that this Ebola thing, like that woman now, she ran away. Now I don't think they should neglect people with Ebola 100%. Not like, okay, this person has been quarantined, she has Ebola or he has Ebola, and then everybody run away and leave the person. You know, there's a way to go about it, you know, make it more, I don't know how to put it in the Igbo word, but we shouldn't just like abomination everybody
but you know it's because
it won't make the person to even run into other people say now they reject me abi okay my run come off from here go another place where they don't know let me go and spread the good news. It's not the good news.
It's been wonderful having Shakara around. My name is Jebo. I want to go into the streets and see what people are doing, how they are, what the measures they are taking to protect themselves from contracting the Ebola virus. Stay tuned and stay with us. My name remains Jebo. God bless you.
There is a popular word in town, Ebola, and Unilag TV has come out to speak with people to ask them what they know about it and how they protect themselves. Hear them.
Well, Ebola is very scary, so I always hold my hand sanitizer, to always sanitize my hands wherever I go. You know, when I shake hands with people, when I go to the toilet, wherever, I always use my hand sanitizer. You know, so hand sanitizer.
I think anesthetic liquid like the toy and other anesthetic liquid stuff like that. I think that is cool. And the other one is you avoid contact with someone who's sick, you know, from Ebola. And then
do you carry hand sanitizer? Do you use hand sanitizer?
Yeah, hand sanitizer. But recently, I think a study has shown that hand sanitizer is not enough to combat, you know, Ebola, contracting Ebola.
Do you use it?
I do. I think I have one, but I have.
I get into the bus or cake and a pep and like, oh, you know, who, and I'm always very selective when it comes to that, because when I enter a bus and I see that the next person I'm supposed to sit beside is wearing short sleeve, like I'm like, I prefer sitting with people wearing long sleeve, like I'm wearing like all that, because I'm so scared, and I just try as much as possible to avoid the contact, because the major thing here is that there is no way you would even avoid having contact with people completely, because this is Nigeria and this is Lagos, where the population is so much, so huge. So there's no way you can even avoid that completely. So that's just my biggest fear.
Do you have something to protect yourself? Do you use anything?
Oh, I keep my hand sanitizer in my bag. I always have my hand sanitizer around. In fact, it's almost finished. I'm using one sanitizer like in less than 1 week. I'm almost done with one container of hand sanitizer, you know, because I'm really so scared. Oh, why is this one? I just cut that while I look for my hand sanitizer.
I've been using a sanitizer, washing my hands regularly, then avoid the major areas where it gets occurred, like a violent day, machine.
Do you have a sanitizer with you?
Right now, no. No, I don't have anyone now.
Yes, I avoid body contact with people when I entered commercial and try to wash my hands when I get home, and then listen to news about Ebola.
You use hand sanitizer?
I use soap. I don't use hand sanitizer.
There's a joke now in town that says that Ebola has made HIV look like malaria. Seriously. How do I keep myself safe? I shower up to 10 to 5 times in a day. I shower with TCP. I have my sanitizer on me. And I heard alcohol too is good. And which, I want to stay alive. And if I tell I'm going to go, it's not going to be by Ebola.
And what do you use? Anything you carry around?
The simplest one is sanitizer, because I can't carry alcohol around.
Go. Really, that's quite interesting. You can see what people have turned to, but I think I like the knowledge, the awareness is there, and we just need to capitalize on it, really. And of course, the guest actually did say as well that he has become quite conscious. But one of the things he mentioned, which I like, is stigmatization. We need to be
we need to be really careful about it. Because it's actually spreading the word and not the fear. A lot of people are so scared, they can't even shake someone.
I don't know,
especially on social media.
I'm now in Malam.
Okay, you get the pass anyway.
And I think we should take necessary precautions. Most especially, I'm going to direct this to parents. Children are more vulnerable, so let's just try and teach our children how to maintain proper hygiene and then wash their hands and ensure that you have hand sanitizer for them to take to school and then use at home. So basically,
well, that's it. And with those warnings, we leave you this morning. Hoping you've enjoyed. I'm sure you've enjoyed the show.
Definitely have.
Tomorrow we'll be back. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Only if he knew the hustle, bustle, and tussle, loud living in Lagos City. Hold up now, bumper to bumper, waka under the sun inside. Let go, hold up now, bumper to bumper, waka under the sun inside. Let go, Èkó lè dàrú, ó dàrú tí ó. Èkó lè bàjẹ́, ó bàjẹ́ tí ó. Èkó fọ́só, Èkó fọ́só. Ẹ̀yọ̀ o, ayé ilé ẹ̀yọ̀ o. Ẹ̀yọ̀ o, ayé ilé ẹ̀yọ̀ o. Ẹ̀yọ̀ bàbá ń ta wá tó ń fi góòlù ṣeré. Ẹ̀yọ̀ bàbá ń ta wá tó fi góòlù ṣeré. Àwa ò ní sanwó oníbodè, àwa ò ní sanwó oníbodè, àwa ò ní sanwó oníbodè. Ó di gbé. Ọjọ́ Monday, Èkó ní gbàgbàkúgbà, Èkó